MLS Daily. Major League Soccer. Here is your update. No Major League Soccer action today, but plenty worth talking about. On the pitch. According to Yahoo Sports, MLS, Robert Lewandowski set to join MLS, Fabrizio Romano. Robert Lewandowski set to join MLS, Fabrizio Romano. Bombshell. Free in 2 days, and at the end of his contract with FC Barcelona, Robert Lewandowski is set to leave Europe. Fabrizio Romano announced this Sunday evening that the Polish striker will join MLS, and more specifically, the Chicago Fire franchise. An agreement has been reached. He will sign his contract in the coming weeks, and everything is finalized. After Antoine Griezmann joined Orlando, the American League is thus welcoming another new stadium needed to keep Whitecaps in Vancouver, MLS Commissioner Don Garber says. Seattle, AP. MLS Commissioner Don Garber said before the United States beat Australia at the World Cup on Friday that the Vancouver Whitecaps need to have a new stadium deal in order to keep the club in Vancouver.N. We're committed to keeping the team here if we have a viable stadium project, Garber said, which we don't have now. Aaron financial hurdles have hit the club despite its success on the pitch. BC Place, the Whitecaps' home since 2011, is government-owned and suspended union executive has reportedly failed to complete MLS training, according to Yahoo Sports, MLS. The Philadelphia Union have had a woeful start to the season on the field. Photograph, Isaiah Vasquez, Getty, Images, and Despite being eligible for reinstatement, former Philadelphia Union sporting director Ernst Tanner has not resumed duties with the club. Multiple sources with knowledge of the situation said this week, in part because he has yet to complete his league-ordered restorative practices training. Tanner was suspended through Urfa's June by Major League Soccer after a league-ordered. According to Yahoo Sports, MLS, Red Bulls Ronald Donkor signs extension with MLS club. Shrinen midfielder Ronald Donkor signed a 3.5-year contract extension with Red Bull New York, keeping the 21-year-old in Harrison NJ through the 2029-30 MLS season. Joshin, the burgeoning Red Bulls midfielder, had been in the final year of his original contract, which he signed with the club back in 2023, and his new deal includes an option for the 2030-31 season. Shinrani has developed into a really important member of our club, and we are very excited to keep him with the club CNBC Soccer Franchise Valuations 2026. These MLS teams are in the top 30. Originally appeared on NBC Sports Boston Soccer, the world's most global and popular sport, unsurprisingly has clubs worldwide boasting lucrative values and revenue numbers. And according to CNBC's 2026 soccer valuations, the top 10 teams are all based in Europe. La Liga giants Real Madrid and Barcelona lead the way, with the former valued at $7.5 billion to come in first, and the latter in second at $6.4 billion, 6 teams in. According to U.S. soccer players, MLS Week 15, FC Cincinnati scores 6, Red Bulls win at Sporting Kansas City. Week 15 of the 2026 Major League Soccer season opened with St. Louis shutting out Austin FC 3-0 at home. An own goal put St. Louis up in the 40th, Fallow Fall doubled their lead in the 56th, and Daniel Edelman finished off the goals in the 90th minute. St. Louis goalkeeper Benjamin Lunt made 2. According to American Soccer Now, MLS Thoughts, Caps future in limbo, Youth Report, Arfsten surges, and more. ASN's Brian Ciaretta is here with his latest thoughts around the MLS, including his weekly youth report on U.S. youth internationals. According to American Soccer Now, MLS Youth Report, Hall, Miller, and Tsakiris enjoy big performances amid strong season for young Yanks. ASN's Brian Ciaretta breaks down the midweek for young Americans in MLS with Julian Hall and Peyton Miller scoring big goals and Nico Tsakiris leading a San Jose turnaround. Crocker departs U.S. soccer, Yanks struggle in Europe, youth shines in MLS. ASN's Brian Ciaretta is here to break down the top stories in U.S. soccer, MLS, and Americans abroad. MLS, young players shining, Berhalter surging to free agency, Luna responds. ASN's Brian Ciaretta writes about the top stories in MLS, including the breakout of several young American players, including Xavier Gozo, Julian Hall, and Nico Tsakiris. MLS Youth is served with RBNY and RSL, Montreal is awful, USMNT update, and more, according to American Soccer Now. ASN's Brian Ciaretta is here to offer up his thoughts on the week in MLS. Conference standings. Here is where teams sit right now. That is the recap. Follow MLS Daily, and we will see you next time.